So courageous leadership, the voice of the leader starts from within you first, is by having the courage to face your worst fear, which is the uncertainty that all of us have. We have uncertainty around questions that we haven't got answers for. And often we want to ignore that because we don't have an answer, as if, right, only when we have an answer shall we deal with it. Well, the reality is, that's what self-compassion is to sit with your uncertainty, to sit with your pain and your suffering, your emotions during a time of transformation or a time of being confronted by something or being triggered, to sit with that emotion and to observe it, to notice it's there, to see it, to see a part of you, to hear your own inner voice and to say it's okay. When we're ready, but for now I see you. This is internal reflection. This is also called mindfulness of your feelings, your inner voice, being with yourself. Now, how do you do it? You do it by doing reflection time. Sometimes some forms of meditation will allow you to go there. Some of the work of Dr. Neff from the Compassion organization, she has about 19 different exercises that lead to that self-compassion of, yes, we are suffering, she says. Oh, yes, we are going through a challenging time. This is part of being human. And I love her meditations because she's teaching me to be with parts of myself that at times I don't want to see. And the reality is the way we treat ourselves and our own inner voice is the way we end up treating other people. When things are too difficult, we may not be as present for them because we haven't learned to be present with us. We can't seem to be in that grey area. We don't have the answers. It's about sitting in the grey area and saying, it's okay, I feel the suffering. And with the suffering, you can actually go through it. Because if you don't face it, you resist it and it gets stronger and darker and more concrete. And in fact, that emotion is often just very much like a fragrance. It's probably a bad smell, but what I'm saying is it's just like a cloud. It's not that solid, and it can become solid if we've resisted it over the years and we refuse to look at it. It can become like a brick or like a wall. But instead you sit with the emotion and you make it be okay. And you just feel it in the center line of your body. This is meditation where it allows you to go through the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the tummy, just really feeling the hip and the groin, just feeling where are those blockages, the tension, the stress. It's not in the head, it's always in the feeling center from the throat to the hip. That's the whole spine line, that's the feeling center. Just sitting with it with reflection, contemplation, maybe journaling or stillness, different practices. This is about being mindful. And the response is, yes, I am suffering. Yes, I don't have the answer. I haven't processed that yet. I acknowledge that. It's okay. And so this allows us to communicate with others with a lot of compassion and understanding. And we can still, in this moment, we can still move forward because we're accepting our, areas of suffering. And again, thoughts create emotions, emotions create feelings, feelings create behaviors. So all we've got to do here is understand that sometimes these feelings, these behaviors we end up with come from this thinking that we have that we haven't yet shifted, some belief systems that we have, or can even be systemic belief systems from our family history and our culture and our organisation. So what I'm saying here today is about listening to the inner voice, being with yourself, everything. The whole world starts from inside of you before it goes out to others. So before you lead others, and as you lead others, lead yourself. So again, don't wait until you're perfect, because you're never going to be perfect. We accept ourselves as human and sometimes broken humans, but we can still move forward with that, because it's not in our perfection that we lead, it's in our self-compassion that we lead, our understanding of our humanity.